And if you are a part of this class, I'm going to try to push you. If means to break you, I'll push you until you get a job. The reason why I think I can do that is because I know the easy part is getting a job. The hard part is being responsible, acquiring those skills and being able to present them. So I'm going to share my screen, and I will tell you where we are, why we are here, how did we end up here, and why are we trying to achieve. And this is where you guys who are not IT, who never been part of IT, you never worked in IT, you better know which operating system is working. You better know the difference between Windows 10 and Windows 7. You don't know anything. You've never done any IT. As long as you've at least completed your high school and you have some English, that's all. So let me share the screen. So I'm going to share the screen, and on sharing the screen, sorry, I'm going to share the screen here. And before I share the screen, I'm going to get our resume for the people who are entry. If you are entry on an entry level, this is going to be your resume we're going to build. And then the question is, how do we come up with that resume? How do we know if somebody completes such a classes, he will be able to get the job? And before we go there, we also start with something called Aria, I'm looking for your resume. Where is it? Because I want to start with yours. These are more advanced. Give me 1 second. Let me get it, guys. I want to show you the resume you would start with, and so you can understand that it doesn't matter how far behind you think you are. This is just a matter of commitment. And then I will show you, to get these jobs, you don't necessarily have to be super genius. You don't need to know everything. You just need to know how to get into the working environment, how to get into those companies. And once you get into those companies, the rest you'll be surprised. The rest, the hardest part is getting into the company. But once you get into the company, the rest becomes just easy. You will see how you do it. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get resume here. Asaf, I hear you've covered a lot with Sadat, and I think that's pretty much your line of work. That's where you are looking. What do you think about today's class? Did it help in any way, or?
Yeah, of course it did. We are still in the line of cloud computing, and we are working on assigning policies, the customer policies, which I really also need. So it did help.
Yeah. So that's the whole logic. The logic is, when you keep doing it, it doesn't matter how hard it is, you're going to get it. Aria, I can't find your resume. You're going to have to help me. I don't know where I put it. It should be here, but I don't see it. Aria, do you mind if you share your resume? You can send it on my WhatsApp if you don't mind, because I don't see it. Where did you go?
Yes, I'm going to send it on WhatsApp.
Okay. So this resume is the resume that opens your gate. It's opened, and you'll be hearing about Aria, how she's able to present herself regardless. She just started, how she feels comfortable, and that's what the company needs. The company is not looking for somebody who is super good. They are looking for somebody who shows sign to improve, sign of being reliable, sign of being interested in learning, acquiring new skills. That's all they need. Most of you guys, you already have skills, but you can't present your skills to the buyer. If you have a product and you don't know how to present your product to the buyer, how are you going to sell the product? It's almost impossible. It becomes so hard. That's why no matter what, you need to understand how to sell your product, because your product, if you can't sell it, then it's going to become useless. Thanks, Aria. So let me share the screen. So more especially for you guys who are new to the class, this is the resume. This is Aria's resume. We're going to write the resume like this. and we put your email, we put your LinkedIn, then the job description, the job we are looking for is this. If you speak English, what's her name again? If you speak English a little bit, you don't necessarily have to speak a lot of English, and you add bilingual, it buys you more opportunities. It helps you up. It helps you up to know how to deal with it, and that's very important. So as you can see, this resume, this is the job we are looking for. The reason why we are looking for this job, it has AI, it has IT, and it has cloud support. Cloud support is what you guys been doing. And she's bilingual. That's why it has bilingual English and French. She says 7 years of experience in customer and technical support platform, this and this. You may ask, how come she has the experience already? No, she doesn't have experience. But in this case, I'm going to use my company to say that you've worked for me, and I will use my other company in USA, which is based in Uganda, Rwanda, Kenya, and South Africa, to say that you've been working for me. And this is supposed to be this is a BPO call center. So we get the contract in North America, and what do? We just bring them in Africa. And this becomes a big deal because these companies, they need people to promote. They need people to develop, to become better. So this is where the 7 years experience is. For the time we're going to spend here, maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you're going to have enough experience equals to 7 years. Why? Because when you start talking to Aria, who started a couple of weeks ago, you will know that she already counting more than 6 months experience. Because she talks like somebody who understands it. She talks like somebody who has been doing it. And the most important part is you don't sit in the class and watch. You actually get to do it. When I come in the class, Sadat comes in the class and teaches. He teaches, ask him questions. How do I log in? How do I add this? How do I remove this? Then me, when I come in the class, I'm going to interview you. I'm going to mentor you. I'm going to prepare you because I can relate to the market in Canada and USA, whereas Sadat can't relate to the market in USA. And that's where we merge those two skills, the on-site skills, which I know so well, how to deal with these managers and interviews, but you have to present the technology. That's where Sadat comes in. So 7 years, as you can see, there is at least, this is from 2022 to 2025. How many years are those? How many years do you think those are? So from 2022 to 2025, you are looking at almost 3 years. Then you go down here, you are looking at another 3 years, almost 4 years, and that gives you 7 years. Then we add your previous company. If you worked in Rwanda, you did some jobs, then we clean it up, we make it look good, and for that reason, you understand that when somebody looks at a resume, the question is like, when can I talk to this person? And when you start talking to that person, it makes sense. Better, it doesn't make sense?
Yes.
Jean Dodier, because I'm asking you guys who have just started, because I'm trying to bring you up to speed. And this is where we're going to start. So as you understand, you may be asking yourself, how am I going to catch up with all these technologies? All these technologies, there's so many things I don't understand. ML, AI, DHCP, DNS, don't worry about it. That's my job. Just pay attention and be willing to learn. And before you, within less than 1 month, you would have a knowledge that equals to 3 years at university in Canada. Because people who graduate at university, they still come back. And like I told you, every time a client calls me, we have a contract coming in and they are calling me, let me pick them up. I want you guys to listen in and see what I'm doing. So every time a client calls me, there's an interview, and make sure you guys listen. And when you listen, you are prepared. So let me call this person. I want you guys to listen. This is a contract we got for me. And so let's see what they're talking about. I just missed their call, so I'm calling them back. Hello? Yeah, Super speaking. Yeah, okay. I'm good. How are you? No, I did. No, we did the background check. We checked for the background check. I think the background check should be okay. Have you received an email from the background check? No. In this case, when we don't get an email, that's a good news. It means they're not asking anything from us. You know? Yeah. Yeah, so right now, I think what you should be doing, I don't know if they have done the background check on SGS on a second company, but I was suggesting, could you call them to ask them the status on a laptop because they're supposed to be shipping the laptop and I'm waiting for it and I need to get myself ready. Okay. Yeah, call them and ask them if there's anything pending from me because no, they haven't. Maybe they just want to do one background check and the first one passed so well, so probably they don't care about the second one. So let me know. I'm waiting for your call, okay? Okay. Okay, have a good one. Asaf.
Yes,
Asaf,
sir.
that's
Yes.
your job. That's your job I'm trying to follow up for you.
Yeah, I hear the laptop.
So yeah, they did the background check. Thank God the background check was good. And now we are waiting on a laptop. It should be arriving tomorrow. Then we start, making that money. And it's good money for you guys who are not here. Asaf, I'm sorry. I'm always going to put you on a spot. On my last class, there were two guys who I always talked about because in my previous class, there's this two ladies. One is Angel. I got her an interview in Rogers and I asked her to attend the interview and she was scared. She said, I'm not ready. I can't attend it. I haven't finished the class. I said, just do what I told you. She attended the class and guess what? I'll call her later on the phone. Let me see if she's available. So because I want this to help better you guys who think like, I don't know anything about this. So I'm going to see if she can join because that will give you guys the courage to understand the fear is only on the interview. And the moment somebody calls you for the interview, it's because they are already interested in you. The only thing they need is you to defend yourself, is you to match the skill sets that you said you're the one. So when the company say, we want to talk to you, they're actually saying, could you please come and talk to us? Because we like your skills. And because of our skills, there is no way you can fail because the way I prepare you, even if you don't have the skills they are looking for, you're going to come with some skills that they need. That's why we have in AI. And when you have in AI, then it becomes so important to them because every company in North America, they want to know about the AI, but they don't know where to start. Do you know why they don't know where to start? Because there's no people online you can hire for AI. It's new. Everybody's going to school. They don't know. They don't have the capacity of people to interview them. So how are you going to hire somebody to work to help you with the AI? And yet there is 1% in the world of people doing the AI. Oh, I see Angel just joined as a guest. Hey, Angel, are you there? Can you hear us? Angel, are you there?
Sorry, my mic was muted. Hi,
Yeah,
everyone.
if you don't mind, I was talking about you. I was talking about so you guys, most of you don't know Angel. Angel, she came like you, like how as you see Monique. Monique works with us. She works on different cases, and every time a good job shows up, you are the first one to take it. So when Angel joined the first, it was like one of the second, maybe or the third boot camp. And she joined after, like when some they were advanced already. And when I told her, oh, there's a job for you. I've done an interview. We've posted an interview. They want you for the interview. She said, no, I can't attend. So, Angel, do you mind if you go ahead and tell them a little bit so you can encourage them what happened?
So, hi, everyone. Nice meeting you on this platform. My name is Angela, and my background was into hospital. So I was working in a hospital. So when I met Safari during the COVID, we were laid off, and he introduced me to IT, the IT world, and I was new into IT. And I went for a short course for project management. However, he homeschooled me just the way he's doing to you. But I was mostly in IT and customer service, not engineering like you guys. So I think it was a month training, and I was like, I'm never ready. I remember ASAP when we told you when you have an interview, the way you were a little bit scared, that's how I was. I was literally shaking. So on that miraculous morning, I got an interview from Rogers. I was selected, and it was a panel. It was 3 people interviewing me, and I was literally shaking. But I used the skills he told me, like the open and ending. The opening is so important, and the ending is so important. So with the question, the first question is, tell me about yourself. Any interview, it will be, tell me about yourself. So first of all, salute them. Like, thank you for giving me this opportunity. My name is Angela. Introduce yourself. In the middle, because we call it a sandwich. You bring the bread, in the middle you put salad, you put some dressing, then you put the bread again. So salute, mention your name, a little bit of your background, where you come from, then sell yourself. Then for you engineers, you will talk about the engineering part. Customer service, you will talk about your experience, troubleshooting, escalating, things like that. Then in the end, you thank them that thank you for giving me this opportunity. I may not have performed well, but I'm sure if you give me the task, I'll work on it well and I'll share my skills and I will learn more from you. And I close the interview. So that question is so important in an interview. And I didn't believe I got the job, but I got it on the first interview I had. And I came to Safari, I told him, guess what? They gave me, he said, no way. I said, yes, I got it. So it's the fear we always have that
Exactly.
sets us back. But when you try and go and fight for it, you always get it. It's determination and pushing, and never get scared of yourself. And there's nothing wrong. Just say whatever you know. You never know what they want to hear because you don't know what they want specifically. And when you fail the interview,
if you fail an interview, don't worry. You've learned. There's no failing point. You learn, you adapt. So how many people, Angel, do you manage today? How many people do you pay salaries every month? How much do you pay the minimum one? These guys are looking for the job, especially in Africa. She runs call centers. Please tell them. I need you to inspire them.
So just a little bit more about that. I did go back to the hospital. I asked for vacation. I didn't want to resign. I asked for vacation in my position, and they said they didn't allow me to. So I tell them about that, but they refused to fire me to go. They just put me on hold, and I'm like, I didn't know I was important.
Until today, she's still on hold.
Until today, I'm on hold. They told me anytime you want to come back. So my job is still there pending, but I was like, no, I'm going to start.
Can you go back
on my own?
Can you go back?
Yes, because it's just on hold. They told me I can.
No, I mean, would you go? I mean, would you go back?
No, I wanted to talk about that. I'm not willing to go back because I'm enjoying my freedom. We have a call center in Kigali. I'm running it. I won't say it's easy. It's a piece of work. I'll tell you the truth, because running adults, managing people is not really easy, especially you don't know them. I've met them now, but before I didn't know them. I just talk to them on phone. We don't speak the same language. It's really hectic, but I'm getting there. And I'm learning a lot. I'm improving my management skills, because as much as you guys, you may think you're learning from Safari, but guess what? He's learning from you as well. No one is perfect. We learn from each other every day. Sometimes I attack some people like, I don't know if Igid, I always give an example on Igid and Abewe. They are from Kigali. Because those guys, today, when we started communicating with them, we weren't understanding each other because of our backgrounds. But later we started smiling. They used to call me boss. I told them, because here, those who are in Canada and US, you know that we don't call our bosses boss, because that means you're pulling yourself away from them. We call ourselves names to get familiar to each other, but it doesn't mean that you may take your boss as, I don't know which term I can use. Don't forget in mind that this is a boss still, though you don't use the word boss. But in Africa, we like calling someone boss, but you do the opposite. Not recognizing that he's a boss, but that you call them boss. So that transferable skills from here to Africa, it has been a challenging, but we are getting there still. And trust me, you asked me to go back to the hospital, I can't go back. I'm still juggling till I'll get there.
And you enjoy working from home, being on vacations, working at the beach, you have your phone, you just check up on your employees, and the money comes in every 2 weeks.
Sometimes I do Uber too.
Yeah.
I do Uber just to juggle my taxes. Not to show so much what I do.
So the point forward is, be aggressive, don't get scared. Those guys on a panel trying to interview you, they're just regular guys like you. Most of you guys are even better than those guys. That's when, Asaf, you've heard me talking. I'll be on an interview with a company. You just had this guy. This is an agency. Normally, the agents, when you're getting a job, the agents submits your resume and then they process the interview and everything. But you see, when this guy is calling me, he calls me sir. But it's the same guy that is helping me to get a job. I'm supposed to be calling him sir. But every time he talks to me, he said sir. Why? Because he raises it based on how much he sees that you're getting paid. If he sees the contract is going to pay you maybe 10,000, maybe more than $10,000 every month, he's like, oh, this guy, I should respect him. And remember, every time he does such a thing, he gets a lot of money. When he gets a good engineer on the market, they pay him a lot of money. So this is the contract. Asaf is gonna, we talked with Asaf and Asaf is gonna be working home, and I think this job is gonna be, I don't know Asaf, but I think it's gonna be the best one. You can be to Miami, you can go in Africa, you can work in a call center. If you wanna fly to Kigali next week, just work on the contract for 1 week, make sure everything is good. And if you wanna go to Africa, go to Kigali Sonatibe, you can work there, go to Kampala, go to Nairobi, go to South Africa, it doesn't matter. As long as the shift starts and you are there on time, you attended the meeting, you show them you have the potential, that's why that's all they wanna hear. Some jobs like customer service, they are so stressful. You do a lot of talking from morning to evening. The manager is following you up. When you're going to the toilet, you have to ask permission, and it pays really less. But what's the advantage of customer service? When you go through the customer service, it teaches you communication skills. You learn how to talk to the customers, to people, using the words like please, may I, thank you, sorry. Such a words are very important. You're gonna hear me in a few, and also Angel is the person after we've designed the resume. Angel is the one who takes the resume, and we do have a network with so many companies, and then Angel will push the resume there, and before you know, you have an interview. And sometimes we can even get you a job without having to do the interview. Like Asaf, did you do an interview? No, Asaf just landed a job. Why? Because I know Asaf, he had the skills. Sometimes when you have a skills, is it because he can't do the interview? I'm gonna push him, he's gonna do the interview soon, because I promised him, if you come to me and you do your best like Asaf doing, trust me, I'm not your God, I don't do magics, but I believe, because I've done this more than before, you should be making like Asaf, such a people like Asaf, Sadat, who else, and maybe Aria in the near future, you should be making at least $10,000 every month. It's not magic, it's not special, and I'm talking $10,000 on an entry level. It doesn't require, if, let's say, there's so many different strategies. Like now, Asaf, he got this job. Maybe this job is gonna give him like $5,000 working from home. That's how much I think you agreed with Angel. But then we're gonna get you another contract, which means you can sit home and have 2 laptops you are working on, or 3 laptops. And if each laptop is paying you 5,000, that's 15,000 every month. And I know so well you can handle the 3. So, not to go too much into words, again, I push you until you get it. So let's look on cases. How do we come up with a job description? How do we decide we're gonna learn this? And this is where we come in with the idea of what we decide you're gonna learn. So like I was showing you, this is the start point. Asaf, he knows everything on this resume. Adia knows like almost everything on resume, but this is an entry level. So we are going to take this job, and I need this question to mainly Tina, we've covered this already. She knows, most of you. Fiona, where are you located again?
Toronto, Mississauga.
Oh, Fiona, all right. Sorry, I had not who is Fiona. Oh, welcome, Fiona. So I hope you've been following up everything, all right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. So I'm gonna bring Fiona, Beta, and Jean Dodier up to speed, because most of you guys, you're already there, but I'm gonna do it fast. So here is the job we're gonna start with. We are going to do the research. Before you do attend the school, don't just listen to the teacher, the career advisor. Do your own research. Learn how to learn. Before you put in your money, your time, spend some time doing your own research and learn. Because if you rely on a teacher, on a school, what if tomorrow you don't get a job? Are you going to sue them? But if you've done the research yourself, then there is high chances that at least when you don't get a job, you're going to say it's a bad day, it's a bad month, it's a bad year, but I know I have the skills and I'm doing the right thing. So let's take this job and put it in the ChatGPT, and anybody can do it. And say, let's say, ask in any way about to start on this course. Let's call it hands-on course. Will this training help me get the job fast? That's the first question you should ask. If I go to school, I study, am I going to get a job? If you did literature, you did history, you should ask yourself, after finishing this history, after understanding the photosynthesis and all those stuff, am I going to get a job, or somebody is trying to use me as a guinea pig so that I can stay at school as long as they want me to stay, so I can sell everything I have and get into the loan, and by the time I graduate, even before they think of hiring me, they're going to ask me if I have the experience. And most people, they fail because they don't have experience. And how do they expect you to get the experience if you've been busy doing stupid courses each and every day of your life? So let's ask the question and see. Did I put the job? I'm about to start this. So you put the course, then you click yes. Yes, see what ChatGPT tells us. Oh, this is a co-pilot. So I need somebody there to read, because I don't want you tomorrow and I need this to Jean-Claude. I need maybe Fiona, read for us. What did it tell us? Read this one.
That's a great move. A hands-on course in IT and ICT cloud support can absolutely help you to get a job, especially if it includes practical experience, certifications, and job readiness. Oh, they are so tiny, I'm sorry. Readiness training here. Can you make them wider? I
Yeah,
can't really see them
let
properly.
me try. My shift is not working. Okay, anyway, I'll read it for you. So,
Oh, okay, thank you.
as you can see, Jean Dodier, read for us, if you can see it. I don't know why the screen is not getting bigger.
Yeah, I can see it. That's a great move. A hands-on course on AI and IT cloud support can absolutely help you get a job, especially if it includes practical experience, certifications, and job readiness training. Here's how it can benefit you.
Good. So now let's start. It say absolutely. Here include practical experience. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
This is the hands-on. By you clicking, trying to make it happen. Not sitting in a class, a person sitting in the front there, he has never worked in IT, he doesn't have any experience, he has been working as a teacher for 20 years, he can barely buy a bicycle for himself, but he's teaching you how you're going to make money. Does it make sense to you?
No, for sure.
It doesn't make sense. The point is, if you are teaching me, I might also ask you, how comes you're teaching me things that haven't helped you? If you know you can do this course, you are teaching me the course, you don't have any limitation to how to finish, to get the job. Why don't you have the job? Then there's something wrong with that. Certification. There's two types of certification. There's a school certification and field certification. Field certification is when you're talking about AWS certification or Azure certification. But remember, in our case, I'm going to give you a certificate which says, yes, this person not only has attended the class, but she has worked with us. She have designed this. She have done A, B, C, D. Not only she have came as a student, but she's been doing this. And I'll be able to pick up the call when they call for job referrals and say, do you know this person? I will say, yes, I'm confident you know this person. I know what she has done, and I'm sure she's going to perform the job. Job readiness. What do they mean? This is the interview. I interview every morning. Tell me about yourself. How are you going to fix this problem? How are you going to do this? This is what they're talking about. Are you ready to you have hands-on, you have a certificate, and you are ready for the job because you've been doing every day. Asaf, are you not designing the cloud every day? Asaf, are you there?
Maybe he's not around.
Okay, so if you get your hands on something, trust me, even if you've been witched or something, you're gonna get a job. It's better than being in those homes, lifting people, doing jobs that don't have a career path. The career path means you can start small and grow. Most of the jobs, they have the dead end. So let's move forward. How this training can help you get the job. In-demand skill sets. This is in-demand skill sets. These are the jobs. Let's ask a question. Is this job among the top in-demand jobs in today? Let's see what it says. I don't want to misguide you, and I don't want it to be misguided. Okay, I will search the top demand jobs for 2025. What does it say? Can somebody help me read? Because I'm trying to make you my witness. I'm not teaching you what I think is right. I'm teaching you what we've searched and confirmed together that it's right and it's possible. Yes, AI IT cloud support are among the top in-demand job 2025. Here is a breakdown of most sought after tech roles and why training is a smart move. What did they say?
Training is a smart move.
This training is a smart move. It's better than doing the masters, the bachelors in courses that nobody's going to listen to. So now we understand this, like, we're going to do the AI. It's a part of it. We build intelligence system, AI, chat agents. We build this one in this class. Then we do the cloud. In the morning, I saw all of you are doing the cloud. We do also cybersecurity. We get all these together, all these 5 like top jobs. Like we do all the way, like we take the 5 top parts here. The 5 top high demand jobs, we combine them, then we create one job title. And that's one job title is this one. And this, then let me ask you a question. What about if I'm on an entry level? Because an entry level means you don't know much. Let's see what it says. You don't know too much, you don't know. If you are studying the entry essay, you are in a good position. Do you see what it's saying?
Yes.
It says, if you are starting at the entry level means you barely don't know nothing. You are at the great position, especially tech. So let me ask you, the biggest question is, how much should I expect to be paid? Because you need to know how much you should be paid. Again, the information is not from me. If we are misguided, then I'm misguided as well. But from what we know, so how many of you are currently making this money right now?
Oh, nobody, I think.
And this is entry level, remember?
Yeah.
So show me entry level, intermediate, intermediate, and expert or advanced pay range for, okay, pay range. Now we need to know if you go from entry level to intermediate to advanced, how much do you get paid? Again, this is not me saying it because I'm trying to tell you to stay at class. I'm just Googling it with you. And once you know that this is possible, you don't even have to attend my class. Just if you think you can do it on your own from any school, it's okay. I don't want you to stay here. All I need you is to make money. If you are in studies, like 30 years and above, this is where you need to go because you've wasted a lot of time making peanuts around the world. Now it's time to decide and you sit down, 10 years, you retire. So entry level is this one. This is intermediate level, advanced level. Do you guys have questions for me about, do you think we should do this role? Should we train for this job? Oh, no. Do you think there's a better one than this one? Let's ask now. How long can it take on each level? Let's say, ask ChatGPT, get the information and see. So you see, in this, they are referring to school. In school, in a typical duration, they are talking about 2 years, 2 and 6 months. But they are doing 2 to 3 years because they are teaching people all the details. But from here, we're going to learn the basics. And those basics, they're going to get us into the industry. The most important part here is to get into the industry with this one. Once you get in, before you know, you will find yourself somewhere here and you find yourself here. And this is what I call the career path, because you have a path. You have a path, you know, when you get your head in, you will stay there, you will learn as much as you can, you will gain more basic skills, your hands-on skills, troubleshooting skills. Then before you know, 6 months down the road, you quit the job or you apply to be in a different department, you move intermediate. Intermediate, you stay there for maybe 1 year, you move to advanced. That's how I did it. So to me, as much as they're saying this is supposed to take 0 to 2 years, I think to me, within 3 months, you should be good enough to stand there and impress the world. Any questions so far? So now I can take this. I can take this one and say, break down this training for me studying every day, 2 hours, 2 hours, and I want to finish it in 3 months. That's what ChatGPT tells us. Because the co-pilot knows where it's trying to take you, he knows what it's trying to achieve, and it's going to draw the line for you to understand how to get there. And we said for how long? 6 months, 3 months? 3 months, that's what we asked for, which is 108 hours total. If you can fail to put in 2 hours a day, do you really want this?
No.
Honestly, if you've researched, you know, and this, remember the very important job, the big advantage with this job, it's going to give you a chance to work remotely. You don't have to wake up every day, pay the gas, look for the bus, pay Uber, go to work, come back in the subway tired. No, you sit home, you eat your food, you play with your kids, you babysit your kids, there's no daycare for your kids, and this is how you change the system. By changing the system, now you're taking care of your kids, which means you are keeping your kids away from the Jamaican kids, which are going to teach them weird discipline. You've seen that. Sometimes when you take your kid in a long daycare, you know what happens. If you are your parents, you've been there. Aria, you've been there, right?
Yes, yeah.
What happens if you take your kids in a long daycare, in a long daycare?
They get more.
They get spoiled. That's our point. Because if you can sit on a desk and see your kids playing around, you feed them, you shower them, and the best time to build your kids is until when they are 13 years old. After 13 years old, if you haven't done a good job, it's over. Forget it.
That's
so
true.
the most time you should focus on your kids is from 0 to 13. After 13, they can take care of themselves. If you never train them to feed themselves, they're going to beg. 13 years is the best time you should focus your kids. So by attending these classes, by doing this job, not only that you're empowering yourself with money, but you're also changing the trajectory of your life and your kids. Because if most of you can be with your kids until when they're 13, there's high chances your kids are going to be great kids. So now we have a breakdown. First and second week, IT fundamentals. That's what Sadat does, talking about hardwares, softwares, basic networking, all those pieces. Second week, cloud basics, this is AWS, this is Azure, and that's why we've covered today. As Sadat, that's why he was doing today in the morning. Then you have cloud support. Now they're starting to call you, you know, EC2. Adia, what's an EC2? Adia, what's an EC2?
EC2 is in AWS where there is instance. We used to create instance from EC2.
Perfect. That's all they want to hear. You are already talking too advanced for your title. What you're talking about, most of the people in your job position, which is IT support, they can't explain that. And that's what they're expecting from you. So after then, now you have the roadmap and you can say, break it down for me. At the end of this goal, you would understand IT and cloud fundamentals. You have gained hands-on experience platform. You've learned AI and how it's used in IT support. You've prepared for the entry-level AWS and IT support. You build the resume, portfolio, and job. Is there anything you can ask from me? Guys, the only time you fail this is only if you don't want to succeed. And if you don't want to succeed, unfortunately, I can't help you. Because I'm going to post this if you want, and you can just copy this and put in ChatGPT, tell me. And today, now that we've searched, mostly I want to ask the people, like people who I'm bringing up to speed, like Jean Dodier, Fiona, and David. David and who else is here? Better. What do you think so far? I need your comments. Do you think this is doable? Is this something you can do?
Yeah, this is something and worth it for real.
And remember, you are not going to spend thousands of dollars and you pay the school loan after graduating. You don't have the job and you have to start paying the school loan. And even if you declare bankruptcy, that school loan will never go anywhere. If it's 30,000, you're going to pay it. Why? Because the government is making money out of you. But in this case, the advantage with this job, once you get this job, I will teach you tactics that will keep in that job position. For instance, on the first day, you go approach the manager in the office and say, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity. I want to tell you, I want to land. I need this job. I love this job. It's my passion. And if there's any content you would want me to train about, please don't hesitate. I'll be more than happy. What do you think the manager is going to think?
You're so interested in the job.
You're so interested, and that's all the manager want to hear. Then after a couple of days, you're working, the manager say, do this, and you just send a message, or you step in the manager's office at 4 p.m., everybody's closing their desks to go home, and they say, I just want to tell you, today I'll be staying in. I want to practice for the materials you gave me, and if there's anything I can help you, let me know. I'll be here for a couple hours, and I'll be more than happy to do something. What do you think the manager is going to think?
They'll see you as someone who's very interested in the job and willing to learn more.
And do you study? Can you study this at school?
No.
Not at all.
But this is what keeps you the job. The moment you do, and I will show you more than 10 moves you can make to the manager, which is psychological. The moment you make 2 moves at the manager, the moment they want to fire you, the manager will come himself. He will sit with you. He will train you. He will back you up. He will do everything to make sure he empowers you. Because from the day one, you showed him that you're interested. Does it make sense?
Yes, it does.
100%.
I'll give you a second. I'll give you the third one. I have more than 10 that I'm going to give you. The second one, the easy part I'm going to prepare you is to win the interview. The hard part is the first week of the training. Why? Why is the first week, the second week of the training the hardest? Can Fiona tell me why the first week, and Beta and Jean Dodier, why is the first week the hardest? Or the training week, the first 2-3 weeks. Why? Because every company, before they give you a job in Canada and USA, they give you a training for at least a week or a month. Am I lying? Those who have worked in North America?
No, you're not lying.
Exactly. So if you actually in a training, they gave you the job, you signed the contract, you are happy, you are excited, what do you think the job gets hard? And I'm going to tell you why the job gets high. And I know so well, because I was fired 4 times in 3 companies. I was fired 4 times in 3 companies in 3 months. Can you imagine?
Is it possible?
Exactly. I'm going to tell you how. Every time an African gets a job and they give them a job, they go for the training. When somebody's training them, that's when the time they start thinking back home. That's when they start thinking about their husbands, their kids, the fighting and everything. And every second the teacher is going to ask you, the trainer is going to ask you, Beta, do you understand? Fiona, do you understand? Jean-Claude, do you understand? And what do you always say, guys?
Yes.
I do.
You
Say
all
yes,
say,
I
yes, I
understand.
understand. And they say, do you have any question? Because the training is ending on Friday. Today we're on Thursday. Friday it's going to be about the questions, Q&A. Ask me any question. I'm preparing you. Do you have any question? You go on a training and all you can ask questions that are completely relevant. The trainee is like, yeah, maybe she doesn't talk much, but she seems to be okay. And the fact that she got a job, maybe she's good. The trainee is going to make a comment. Yeah, she seems to be, she attends in the class, she seems to be distracted sometimes. Sometimes she's good, but I think she needs concentration. That's a real comment. Where do you think the comment is going to go? Jean, where do you think the comment is going to go from the trainer?
To the HR.
To the HR. If you go to the HR, where does it end up? To your manager.
Management.
And now, you are now on Monday, on Friday, they bring the sandwiches, you drink coffee, you are happy, you are shaking hands with a new employee, you are excited, you've told everybody back home I have a job, and Monday kicks in, boom, the job is ready. They show you your desk, they say, okay, Aria, you're going to be sitting here, this is your desk, this is Eric in case you have a question, and I'm your manager, I'll be sitting in the corner there. Good news, you've paid your 2 tokens. The first token, you walk in the manager's office and you say, sir, I'm here. I love this job and I want to make sure I do it. I want to do whatever it takes. Please, if there's any contents you want me to help, the materials, send them to me. I'll be more than happy to run them. Now, the manager, he got a red flag on you already. But now the red manager is like, maybe this guy is having some issues from back home. These are Africans. They always have so many issues. It's okay. I will tolerate him. I will train him. And the manager takes it. He sends you some documents. He sends you some documents. And I'll give you an example of the documents. Some of the documents will be like, I'll show you because I've been there. It will be like, so Safari, do you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
They say they know SCM to install to push operating system OST. Alia, what am I to say here? What am I trying to say here? Explain to me in details. You've covered this part, and this is the job you're gonna do. Every company in North America and Canada, when you're IT support, every time you're at your work, your job is when there's new employees coming, you take new laptops, you install the operating system, you install the applications, you create the account in AWS or Active Directory, you test the account, you test the application, so that when a new employee comes in the morning, on a morning of after maybe on Tuesday, a new employee, you should hand them the laptop and you should walk to them. Maybe you ask them to share the screen, or you go to their desk and you show them how to access all the applications. You make sure the Outlook is open, and the Outlook, for those who don't know it, it's this one. You show them the Outlook is open, you show them the emails are coming in, different emails, and when they are happy, they just say, okay, and you give them the number and you tell them, if you have any questions, do what? Let me know. That's how a professional IT support does the job. And when they have a problem, they call you. And they are calling you for one application. Maybe one application is missing. And I'm going to call Aria. Aria, I'm calling you. Pick the call.
Hello, this is Alia from Saftech. How may I help you?
Yeah, I'm calling about this computer. I don't know what happened. I'm having a meeting in 5 minutes, and this person, the application is not opening. Could you install the application for me?
Okay, sir. May I have your ticket number, please?
Good, because now you're trying to know, do I even know this person? Is this person a part of our team? Is this person supposed to be helped? Because he's talking about the application. You don't even know what he's talking about. Okay, my ticket number is 2255. Could you check the application when it's going to be pushed?
Thank you. Can you please give me two minutes? I'll come back to you. I'm going to check.
Always say on hold. I don't know what you mean coming back to me. If you are coming home in my house, I don't know what you mean. If you are putting me on hold, you have to be clear.
May I put you on hold for 2 minutes, please?
No problem. Just say, do you mind if I put you on hold for 2 minutes so I can double check for you? Could you say that for me, please? May I put you on a hold for 2 seconds so I can double check for you?
Do you mind if I put you on hold for 2 minutes? I'll come back to you.
Okay, thank you. That's fine. As long as it's clear. Okay? Remember, I'm pissed. I'm swearing. I'm like, what is she doing? She doesn't know the job. Now she's putting me on hold. You are fighting in the background. Maybe you're not even on mute. And now I'm waiting for 1 minute. You said, if you don't respond to me in 1 minute, we're going to start fighting.
Hello, sir. I've checked your ticket. It's still pending.
May I know why it's pending? This was open last week. Why is it pending?
It's not assigned to anyone, but I'm going to send it to my manager. He's gonna get back to you soon.
May I know when he's gonna reach out to me, because I have a meeting in 5 minutes?
You can expect him at the end of this day.
Don't lie. What if the manager is off?
How?
Who knows how do we deal with that? Asaf, how do you deal with that ticket?
Hello, yeah, it's okay. You can, normally tickets also have a status. Yeah, okay. You can just change the status. Maybe you make it critical or urgent, something like that.
That's good, because she says she's going in a meeting. If you say, I'm going to send to the manager, maybe the manager is on a break. Maybe it's a day off. This man is going to call back. And when he calls back, it's not going to be easy on you.
How about
so
you send the status on his email?
Good. That's another good one. You can say, I'm going to update the ticket and I will send it back, but also send you the ticket. You can reach out to your manager to make sure your manager speeds up.
Okay.
Because his manager is the only person who can change the status of the ticket. For you, you can't make a ticket very urgent. If you say very urgent, that means everybody's going to stop what they are doing and work on that ticket. Is it worth it for the new trainee who just going for the meeting? Asaf, do you think it's necessary for a guy who's starting the job on Monday? He happens to have no Teams on his computer. Now he's complaining. Do you think it's necessary to make it urgent?
No, actually, when he has just started, maybe the IT team are working on it. They are trying to gather information about him or her. So, okay, maybe you can also log a ticket, but without that urgency. That's what I think.
You don't log a new ticket, you update existing ticket, because if you log a new ticket, it's going to create more confusion. We saw the tickets yesterday, how you can, let me go back there so you can see a little bit. Oh, new guys, if I say new guys, I mean the guys who just joined. Tina, where do we log the tickets? Where do we put all the tickets when the tickets are coming in? Tina, are you there?
I'm there.
So this is how service now is going to look like. This is how it is. As you can see, every time you call, they give you a ticket. A ticket you type in here. When you type it, it's going to open, it's going to bring that ticket. And that ticket, the number would have been like this one. Sorry. The number would have been this one, which is INC00, whatever the ticket. So you see, the ticket was opened on this date, And the caller is this person, the caller is the owner of the ticket. The priority is critical. The status is new. The category is help and assigned to empty. If it's not assigned to anybody, what do you do, Tina? Aria, if this ticket is not assigned to any technician, and somebody called you, he's so pissed, he wants the issue resolved, but you went to open the ticket, but it's not assigned to anybody, which means nobody's working on it. What do you do? Chiza, what do you do?
I will
Aria,
send it
go
to
ahead.
my manager.
Exactly. In this case, you can either send back to this person and tell him, could you follow up with your manager to make sure your manager assigned it to my manager and my manager assigned it to the person in the team. And when you update the ticket, in this case, when you go on the ticket, update the ticket, and it will say updated. The last time you updated, the date will be here, which means somebody touched on the ticket and opened it and did something, which means he put in some information. This is a service now. Everywhere you go, what's another service, another name for service now?
Snow.
Snow. Snow is, if you're in a meeting, they're gonna say, Aria, could you go in Snow and open this and send it to this? If you start asking what's Snow, now you're creating more questions for yourself. Remember, you said you have 7 years of experience. Then on the ticket, you're gonna on a dashboard, you find something like this. Critical, there's 18 critical, they're in red, they are critical, they should be worked on, but they are not assigned to you. It's not your responsibility. The only ticket you care about are only ticket assigned to who? Adia,
To you.
the only ticket you are about are the tickets assigned to you. The manager is not going to come asking you, how come this ticket is not assigned to anybody? It's not your job. The person who works on the ticketing, who could be the manager or somebody responsible for ticketing, is the only person who should be asked that question. So this is where the tickets are logged, and that's how the tickets. So the new guys, Asaf, there's another job for you. This is a cloud engineer job. It's a hybrid. It's probably entry level. It's hybrid in Mississauga. It's a senior cloud engineer, but they are paying peanuts. Do you know why they are paying less?
I don't know.
Guys, my classes, I cover everything. If I'm going on one chapter to the other, I want to make sure on a single hour, you have enough information almost from everywhere. Because in this class, I don't teach, I prepare you job readiness. If you have technical issues, I can help you. But as a technical support, as an engineer, I'm not going to be there to help you every day. Your best friend is ChatGPT and Google. If you go to your colleague every day to ask them questions, they're going to get tired of you. So the reason why this job is not paying that much because it says T4. Do you know what's a T4? Asaf, you need to know this. Do you know what's a T4? So jobs comes in two forms. When it's T4, it's because Asaf is working for MTN. So if you are working for the company, this is 2 to P. That Asaf works for the company. That means they pay you this money after they have deducted all the taxes. They deduct everything, then they give you $45 an hour. The job we did last time, Asaf, that was like $70 an hour. But it was, which one was it? Instead of T4, what was it?
The B2B?
B2B, but in B2B, it's Inc. You're gonna find, they say, are you incorporated? If they ask you incorporated, that means do you have your own company? And if you have your own company, they will pay you almost double. Why? Because they pay you full amount, then full amount, it's up to you to minus deductions, your computer, your internet, the home where you work from, the food you eat. When you're self-employed, I'm gonna show you this one a little bit. Let me teach you guys, because this is advantage how the government here cheat the people. And if you don't know, you're gonna work so hard for so long and you'll never make any penny. And this is how we do it.